The first house is made by Helen Kaler, and her piece is entitled Enchanted Tree Fairy Condominiums. Her piece is knitted on a tube. She has a device that knits a tube, and then she felts it and adds other felted things. Helen's a wonderful artist. She's been a potter in her life. She's a wonderful painter. She's a totally creative person, and of course she came on the list. She was like top of the list to invite to be in part of this show. We have my house, Sally Maver's house, Lichen Lookout. I made with various natural forms. There's lots of driftwood and branches and wire that I covered with felt and embroidered. And the little umbrella on top is made with trumpet vine pods that are dried and made into a little roof umbrella shape up there. That's perched up in the beech tree on a little pouch of beech stones to give a base. We have Texas Redbud Cottage, which was made in Texas and driven up from Texas to Falmouth. It was made by Barbara Whitehead and Bruce Safley. This is made with a tree stump that they collected down in Texas and made this just fanciful little house, little smokestack in the back, which is made out of an old copper pipe. And there's a little living area inside. There's just perfectly formed stump that they found. You can see why they picked that. It has this little opening, little archway that you can look inside. It just invites you to look. The Sentinel, it's called the Sentinel, and I think she named it a Sentinel because it's right at the beginning as you're coming up Highfield Drive, and even though you don't see it right away, it's really at the beginning of the property. So it's made by Andrea Moore, who is an artist who works in many mediums, and she really had fun with this, collected lots of driftwood and made this little place with a little opening. You can see the fairies swooping in and coming out. And the way she attached it to the beech tree is ingenious. So since we couldn't put any nails in the trees, it's all wired up. Then we went over and saw The Golden Dwelling by Basha Gasinska. And her piece is remarkable. It's got lots of green branches that are very bendable, and moss and lichen, and she made this hollow. She used the hollow of a tree and made this little roof area that you could look into. You could imagine spending time inside, comfortable on the moss. There's lots of little crevices that go way back. It's totally magical to me and very inviting. Angela Tanner's The Ministry of Metamorphosis and Fairy Hatchery. This is totally imaginative with these cocoon-like shapes up in the trees. The main house down on the ground with a little ladder that goes up to where the cocoons are kept up in the trees. I love all the materials that she chose and put together for this. House of the Tooth Fairy was made by Sue Beardsley and her daughter Jean Beardsley. It's a combination of lots of different materials, including teeth and a little pan of money inside. There's mirrors, there's bark. The shingles around the side of the building are made with bark, shivers of bark that a friend had. I mean, this is made by an artist who makes things with found objects. She does all kinds of wonderful sculpture. Sheila Payne's Pipsissewa Place. She's been a part of my life in a most wonderful way, and it's inspired me to do this kind of thing. She's been doing this all that time. these kind of making little things in the woods, having imaginative play, having little fairy tea parties in her yard, creating these little gardens with just environments where little people would live. And so she had to be part of this exhibit. And when somebody asked her what kind of a fairy house she was going to make, and she said, "Oh, a standard fairy house." And she just laughed. Sheila is wonderful. Bobby Balin's beach house. She made her house she picked this spot. First of all, everyone got to pick their spot of where their house was going to go. All of the prospective artists went around the property and chose their spot and thought about it for a while before actually making their piece and making it to fit that site. Bobby really had to take into consideration the unique root formation of this tree and making hers several layers and levels. It's a beach house spelled like a beech tree, but it's made, well, the beech part is actually her roof. The roof is made with beech leaves. And then there's Glenn Carlos's Stonehenge. His is just totally fun. People are calling it the lighthouse. And you can see that it's made, the tower is made with birch bark, and he's found all kinds of natural things and incorporated stones. He was very excited to make this house. People love it. And then Julie Child's Hidden Hollow. Julie is known for her biological illustration and her very detailed drawings of the natural world. But I knew that she liked to make things that were three-dimensional as well. And she had a real fanciful outlook on things. Even though she can capture reality very well, but she can also expand on that. And she really, really had fun making her house. She was very excited. I think she made it right away when I asked her back in the winter time, and just kept it until it was time to install.